Hey, what's up, everybody? This is my account of probably the worst Hawaiian Airlines trip we ever took. This was flight 369, which was supposed to leave Kona at 10:25 a.m., but it left a couple hours later. So it started off kind of crazy. In the app, it said the gate was gate 8. So we went to gate 8. There's nobody at gate 8. So then we looked and it was like, look at the board. It says gate 8. It goes, what the heck's going on? I mean, there are people waiting at gate 8. So then we heard an announcement. Oh, it's at final boarding at gate 9. So we went with some other people to gate 9. And right now, it was probably a little bit before 10. And the Hawaiian Airlines staff person at the gate started lecturing the passengers ahead of us that, hey, you got to check blah, blah, blah. You got to listen to the announcements. Then the guy goes, well, the board said gate 8. And they goes, well, you got to check the app. And we're going, the app said be gate 8. It's hard to hear at the Kona airport because they do it over the PA system. So after she got through lecturing these people in front of us, which I thought was incredibly poor customer service, we got on the plane. Then we waited and we waited and we didn't take off. And then they made an announcement saying, oh, there's going to be a slight delay because we're having difficulty loading up the baggage. Then time passes. Almost a couple hours later, they make an announcement to say, oh, by the way, our baggage system loading the baggage onto the plane is broken, so they have to load it the bags off and on one at a time. So we will let you know what the ETA is. Unbelievable. We waited a couple hours. You could hear the passengers just complaining. And all of this time, we sat in there and just waited and waited and waited. Then we hear from the people sitting next to us across the aisle that they actually boarded early and they were on the plane from 9:30. It is now approaching 12 o'clock. And all of this time, there's been only those two announcements that I talked about, and they didn't even bother to offer water and juice to the passengers. We didn't want any. But then once we get to the new departure time about 11:50, they decide, oh, we're gonna offer water and juice to the people. So then they start bringing out the wagons, which caused even more aggravation because not only did people want it, they thought that, oh wow, now they're giving us beverages. It's going to be even longer before we take off. So finally, for those poor people who waited on the plane since 9:30, it was like, for them, it was over 2.5 hours just sitting there. We finally take off. Fast forward to landing on Oahu. So we land in Honolulu, we get close to the gate, and what happens? We come to a stop. Now people are getting pissed. They're saying, oh, there's nobody to push the jetway in. They're waiting for a customer service representative. So people started to get really antsy. Then finally, almost 20 minutes later, they pull us into the gate. It was crazy. I mean, people were so upset. And of course, the staff was going like, oh, thanks for your patience, blah, blah, blah. This was like the worst Hawaiian Airlines flight inter-island that I've ever been on. Those poor people who got on the plane at 9:30. If we finally got off the plane after 1. I don't even know what time it is. I was just like over it already. And, they apologize, but on the other side, it's like, this happened to me on Southwest, and Southwest gave all the passengers a voucher as well as an apology. This was a horrible experience on Hawaiian Airlines. I mean, I fly Hawaiian Airlines all the time. I've never seen it this bad. Hawaiian Airlines, if you ever happen to see this video, you gotta communicate to your customers, not just have them just sit on a plane for a couple hours. Thanks for watching, and aloha.